What is going on, everyone? You can hear my little man in the background. He's a little pumped up. He's a little jacked up. Maybe about the Connor Concentrate trade with Jimmy Linsdale, whatever. Let's not shine away what happened tonight on the ice, though, because Flyers took on the Pittsburgh Penguins and they fell apart. The Flyers could not give you 60 minutes of hockey. The Flyers can only Ralph up to give you 1 period of hockey. They played okay in the first. After that, they were flat. The Flyers now lose 7 out of their last 9 games. It's not looking good for the Flyboys as of late. You know, we sit here and gave them flowers since October. We've given the Flyers flowers since October. But you know what happened? Do you know what happens? Sometimes the rose doesn't work out. Sometimes you gotta get the thorns. And the Flyers deserve the thorn bushes. Now it's time to criticize this team. They haven't been looking well. They haven't been playing good hockey. The Flyers haven't looked good in a while. What's going on? It's alarming. I get it. There was a blockbuster trade that just went down in the beginning of this game. But now we have bigger problems. Losing 7 out of your last 9 games? No more roses, Flyers. John Tortorella, you got to get this team right. This is on you. The Pittsburgh Penguins came out with one objective, and that was to win this game. And the Flyers, again, show me weakness because they want to get physical and they want to have fistfights. Who cares about those things? Who cares about winning fistfights and that stuff? While you're sitting there trying to fistfights, the Penguins were picking you apart. And that's what the Penguins did tonight. They picked apart this Flyers defense. It's sad. Starting to criticize this team a little bit, guys. The common Flyer fans only want to hop on board when this team is playing good. But now they are playing good. But now all of a sudden, they're not. They're playing November Flyers hockey. It's time to criticize this team. Tonight, they looked flat. The Penguins controlled most of this game tonight. Where was the Carhartt defense that was in front of him? Where? Where? Dave says, "What's up, Dave? Dave Yarn checking in." He goes, "They played well against the Flames on Saturday." Yeah, Dave, but they didn't blow them out. They beat them by the skin of their teeth. The Flames ain't nobody tough. Barry checking in. What's up, Dan? You know, pull out my notes now. If you want to give the Flyers credit because they won faceoffs and hits, I don't know where's that get you on the scoreboard. That gets you nothing. Nothing. I mean, Malkin was your player of the game. Malkin was the player of the game. He sets up that kid Raquel. I mean, again, Carhartt left wide open to focus on Malkin. He makes that backdoor pass to Raquel. Raquel makes a goal. Eric Carlson hasn't done jack in quite some time. Finds the back of the net. Flyers, Owen Tippett gets on the scoreboard. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a momentum changer. Nothing. Nothing. The Flyers go down in a blaze of glory, and it's time to start criticizing this team. When you lost 7 of your last 9 games, oh wow, don't I know, Flyer fans? I know, but they got that overtime point though, right? What does that mean? What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? What does the overtime point mean? You're not winning games. Again, I love you, Dave, but not just you. People are going to throw flowers at Travis connecting on that nice win Saturday. That was nice, but it doesn't count the fact that this team looks flat. This team has hit a wall. This team has hit a wall big time, guys and girls. They look horrible. Again, they just look like they were gassed tonight. It just looked like the Penguins were controlling on the offensive zone, the defensive zone. They just had this team outplayed. And with the news that broke out tonight, has nothing to do with the Flyers, on the ice tonight. I'm hoping the message kind of encourages this team to wake up a bit, smell the coffee. And guys, I don't know if you heard it, Connor Guntherway says he wants out of Flyers. He wants out of Philly. The Flyers, Danny Barrera was trying to call this man. Was trying to call him. And he wasn't picking up the phone. You want to call him a coward for that? I understand. He doesn't want to be here. He wanted to be, according to what the reports I was seeing, he wanted to be, in the NHL before it was time. But no, the Flyers were telling him you need more developmental time. And he wasn't having it. He didn't want to hear it. He did not want to hear it. But he wanted to be up here playing now. So the Flyers kept things on down low, kept it real quiet. And look, smart on their part. Before they found out this guy didn't want to be a team player anymore. Because once that gets spread around the other NHL locker rooms, no one's going to want him. So they got the best deal they could. And we're going to see what this Jamie Linesdale guy is going to, bring this defense. They need it. They need a spark in this defense. They might need a spark in the offense right now. Other than Owen Tippett and Travis Konechny, who's really stepped up here as of late? Who? Who's been on fire? Where's the Scott Loftons? Where's those guys at? I need guys with firepower. And it hasn't been good. At the tail end of December and now into January, it's got your head scratching a little bit. John Torella, is your message getting across? Why doesn't this team have been picking it up? Ooh. We got a couple comments in. My man Joe Hale, what's up, buddy? He goes, thoughts on the Flyers trade tonight? Yeah, Joe, I mean, look, it was a good move on the Flyers. I thought it was good. The guy didn't want to be here anymore. Danny Maria was trying to call him. He don't want to be here. He obviously didn't want to be in a Flyers uniform no more. I don't know, it was me. Someone got to his head. I don't know what it was. He obviously thought his talent was too good. He obviously thought that he was ready to play now in the NHL, and the Flyers are telling him to wait a little bit. All right. Well, guess what? They worked out a backwards deal. And listen, they got the bang for their buck. And yeah, they expect it. So it is what it is. Joe Hale also saying Carhart looks like he don't care. I don't know about that, Joe. He does care. Again, he plays his best goalie is when Sam Harrison's right there, being that breathing down his neck. So I don't think it was him tonight. I just think it was on the ice. I think it was the offense and the defense just kind of being flat. Again, he tried to play his best hockey. He did. He was trying to make saves. And this Flyers team was just so dry. It was so dry. They gave you nothing tonight. I'm curious to know what's going on. Where's this team? Have we seen October and November and December? Where's that team going? Losing 7 out of your last 9? I get it. We have this, blockbuster trade to be a little bit of a distraction, but I haven't took my eyes off the ball. The Flyers are striking out. We got serious problems. Serious problems. Erik Karlsson hasn't scored in a lifetime for the Penguins and finds the back of the net. The first period, the Flyers were in the sin bin, went to the penalty box 5 times. That's embarrassing. And you don't even show up. The Penguins control the possession of the puck tonight. The Penguins control the possession of the puck. And we had nothing to answer for. Nothing. It just looked flat. The team looked like they were disinterested. And then, of course, here they go. Here comes Delorier. He's going to pick a fight. So what? What does physical and picking fights do for you? So what? You're going to mark up someone's face. Does that help you out on the scoreboard? Does that inch you closer to a Stanley Cup? Or does that push you back further? All these years, you guys haven't learned your lesson against the Penguins. All these years. It's been years. You're worried about getting physical with the Sidney Crosbys of the world. And yet, he didn't have to touch the puck once. And they still lit you up. They still lit you up. Getting creative in the offensive zone. Finding the right guys. Malkin. It's a tattoo in this team. With an assist and a goal. You got their young guys making plays. You got it. Now, Raquel has been there for like 10 years, not 9, 10 years. But he's been on the same franchise. Again, you think coaches like Mike Sullivan, a multiple Stanley Cup coach, is going to just sit there and take that first go around from the Flyers and thought that was going to be easy? No. He was going to make adjustments and have an answer for the Flyers. I don't know. These are questions. I know Danny Briere and Keith Jones have been busy with this trade, but you guys got to start answering for what's on the ice. You guys wanted to tell us this was all rebuild and all this other thing. I would have took that if they were a bottom feeder team, but they're not. They're in the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. 6. Top 8 make it. So you're a playoff team. And then all of a sudden, you can't figure out how to win games. Or you're scrapping. I mean, what happened? Did the Eagles decide here, take our bad curse and put it on yourselves? I mean, what's going on? Yeah, Joe, they look like they're gassed. I agree. I don't know. I mean, again, they don't look good in the defensive zone. They look like they're garbage on offense. They can't create a shot. They can't do anything. No one's getting going here. Nobody. Other than Owen Tippett and Travis Connecting. Give me somebody. Give me somebody. And I can't find out who. I can't find out who. Coots is the leader of that locker room. I get it. But come on, bro. Come on. We need to step up here. This game was on the NHL Network. One of the primetime games of the night. Battle of Pennsylvania. And you come up with this? You come up with this? This hot garbage? Mm. It's a shame. It's a real crying shame. But look, let me go around the league a little bit with you guys. The Canucks go into New York and take care of the Rangers 6-3. 6-3. I think my youngest just said there. Wow. The Stars are winning right now 2-0 over the Wild. And the Bruins in Colorado tied 1-1 in the first. So again, not a lot of games on tonight, only a 4-game slate, but still some good games are on tonight. Man, I want to see that Bruins in Colorado game. I would love to see that game. So, like I said, let's look into this gameplay here. Okay, shots. The Penguins outshot them 40-37, 3 more shots. Flyers had more hits. Flyers had more faceoffs. Flyers in the penalty 6 times tonight. Ay. Power play goal, obviously, the Penguins had it. Penalty minutes, again, the Flyers spent 16 minutes. Wow. Yeah, not a good overall game from the Flyers. Again, just flat. You lose 4-1. You lose 4-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. How do you lose like that to a rival? This is a game you write down on your calendar. You'd be ready for. And you come up with hot garbage. Shame on you, Flyers. Shame on you. Malkin with a goal and assist. And a nemesis to this town. A nemesis. Ryan Shane, Eric Carlson. Like I said, hasn't scored in a lifetime for the Penguins. It comes up huge. What do you have to say for it, Flyers? And then everyone knows I'm a B report for the Philadelphia Wings. You're lucky I'm not in that press box. John Tortorella might use my face as a speed bag, but I gotta ask him the hard questions. What's going on? Has your message been lost? Because this team's just skidding around in circles. What are they doing? The Penguins outplayed them tonight. The Penguins have been getting a lot better since the tail end of since Christmas, and we've been sucking it dry. We stink. We got some major issues. The Flyers got some major issues, guys, on both sides of the puck. I don't know what to say anymore. And here we are. You want to play goon hockey? Oh, let's just drop the gloves. What does that do? Where does that get you? You feel good, and of course you got the sheep Flyer fans out there cheering that stuff on. Sheep, bah, bah. Here, let's cheer for a fight. It gets us nowhere. You're cheering for a fight. It's getting you nowhere on the scoreboard. What does that do for you? Hey, Brandon, what's up, buddy? Thanks for checking in the show, man. Do you think the Eagles will beat Tampa Bay Bucks this Monday coming up? Well, listen, buddy, we are talking Flyers. My personal opinion, yes, I do think so. And people are going to think I'm crazy, but I'll give you all those answers Sunday morning at 9 a.m. But I think right now this town is in the dumps. I really do. I really do. You want to talk about Eagles? You want? I'm trying to find happiness in my life. Happiness. Sixers lost twice back to back this weekend. The Eagles looked like garbage yesterday. The Philadelphia Wings can't win. Their defense stinks. The Flyers' defense stinks. Where's the route to happiness? Where? Someone please tell me. Spring training? Is that what I should be looking towards? This Flyers team was a hot mess, everyone. This Flyers team was horrible. Like I said, you spent in your first period. You could blame some of the calls. I think some of the calls were pretty bad. But your first period, you went to the penalty box 5 times. That's not good discipline hockey. Now listen, they're going against a much, much weaker opponent in the Montreal Canadiens. On paper, they should be able to take care of this team. On paper, they should be able to beat this team. But I don't know. The Flyers they made a move, a trade during the game. In the first 5 minutes of the game. But like I said, guys, we'll see what the Flyers do come Wednesday night. They need a get right game. This is the time that they got to wake up here. Maybe you got to change up the goalies. Maybe you have to do something. Maybe you have to tell the media to stay up for another 10 minutes so you can scream at the players and wake them up. having them smell the coffee. But something's got to give here. And this Flyers team better wake the hell up. Losing 7 out of 9 is ridiculous. You're inching towards trade deadline time. You're here to be buyers, and it looks like you're ready to turn yourself into sellers that fast. You're almost at the halfway point of the season. You should be gearing up and be ready. Get yourself to becoming contenders. How are you going to tell me you're going to be able to compete with the Rangers and the Bruins and the Panthers and the Hurricanes and all those other teams when you can't even beat an aging Penguins team? You're so worried about Sidney Crosby and the things he could do to this team. Did you guys even do film tape? Did you guys even study the Penguins? Did you know, like, what's going on with that squad? I mean, come on. This team looked so dry out there. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And you know what? Like I said, we throw roses at this team for, 4 straight months. It's time to give them the thorn bushes. It's time. You start picking apart some of the players, coaches, front office, and you got to ask them what's going on. Everyone needs to stop being this Zamboni driver. Hop on when they're good and don't know what a hockey puck looks like when they're horrible. It's goofy. It's goofy, man. But look, guys, let me get to the great sponsors here on Edge of Philly Sports. I appreciate everyone who's checked into the show. Really, really do. If you guys want to weigh in about the Flyers losing to the Penguins, the blockbuster trade that just went down during the game, Carter Gonthare, we will not see in a Flyers uniform next year. He will be in an Anaheim Ducks uniform come next year. Jamie Draisaitl, let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do in a Flyers uniform. You know what I mean? So real fast, let me get to this. I'll get a little bit more detail of this trade once we get back from all of our great sponsors here on Edge of Philly Sports.
All right, guys, it's time to talk about Sherry's Tickets. Sherry'sTickets.com is easy to use and has no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you pay. Pay less and play more with Sherry'sTickets.com. Save even more by using the exclusive promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. Do not pay hidden fees and save 10%. Why use any other ticket reseller and get those hard-to-come-by tickets to the big game? If you need a more personal touch, give them a call at 610-494-5050. That's 610-494-5050. Sherry'sTickets.com also has great theater and concert tickets that are hard to get your hands on. Remember, do not overpay and save with the best at Sherry'sTickets.com. Save 10% using the promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. You'll thank us later. Sherry'sTickets.com. All right, guys, if you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. Go to phillysportstrips.com. They have self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights from the Philadelphia airport. Packages include direct flights, 4-night stays, all-inclusive tailgate parties, lower-level group tickets. Whatever you want, you got it with phillysportstrips.com. If you want to travel to an upcoming Phillies game, make sure you check out Philly Sports Trips. And do not forget, Philly Sports Trips has all the away trips for the Eagles' upcoming 2023 season. Jump on it now, because you do not want to lose out on all these great opportunities. Go to phillysportstrips.com. All right, guys, let's talk about Cherry Law Firm. If you get hurt at work in a motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or affected by criminal law, you got to call David R. Cherry of the Cherry Firm. Call 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your rights. Again, that number is 610-565-0300. That's 610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. Let David R. Cherry fight for your right.
Well, sorry there, guys. So, yeah, like I said, Jamie Drysdale will be in a Flyers uniform sooner rather than later. Again, not a whole lot of production this year. Only one goal, 4 assists. So, I don't know. Maybe a new scenery will work out for him. And hopefully the message will get down to this Flyers team. Hopefully they'll wake up when they find out a future piece no longer wants to be playing for this city and playing for this town. Maybe that'll wake them up. Hopefully it will. But guys, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time, hanging out with me for a few minutes. Again, the Philadelphia Flyers lose tonight, 4-1 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. A lot needs to happen here. And listen, losing 7 out of the last 9, as I alluded to a lot tonight. And listen, they need to start turning things around. And Wednesday, they can get it right when you're playing against a bottom feeder like the Montreal Canadiens. But we'll see what happens, guys. I want to say thank you so much. Check me out, Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler. You can check me out this Wednesday night as I do a post-game show for yours 10-9-8 76ers. Guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We got more Edge of Philly sports action on the way.